Imagine a scenario where a significant shift in environmental policy is suddenly reversed, leaving many to wonder about the future of sustainable practices. This is precisely what is unfolding as Republicans appear poised to retract the federal commitment to electric vehicles, EVs, for the U.S. Postal Service. Just a year after receiving praise for its ambitious initiative to replace a large number of outdated, gas-powered delivery trucks with a predominantly electric fleet, the Postal Service now finds itself under pressure from Congress to eliminate billions in federal funding designated for electric vehicles. In June, a Republican proposal aimed at selling off the agency's new electric vehicles and associated infrastructure was blocked by the Senate parliamentarian as part of a significant tax and spending bill. Despite this setback, efforts to halt the transition to cleaner energy sources continue, all under the guise of saving costs. Donald Maston, who serves as the president of the National Rural Letter Carriers Association, expressed strong concerns about the potential cancellation of the electric vehicle program. He argued that such a move would be counterproductive, wasting millions of dollars already invested in infrastructure. It would be short-sighted for Congress to suddenly decide to reverse course and withdraw funding for the EVs or halt the transition process, as this would lead to a significant waste of money already spent on infrastructure, he stated. Moreover, many experts in the scientific community are alarmed that the government might miss a crucial opportunity to cut down on carbon emissions, which are a major contributor to global warming, especially at a time when immediate action is essential. The benefits of electric vehicles in reducing emissions are well documented. A study conducted by the University of Michigan in 2022 revealed that the new electric postal vehicles could potentially decrease total greenhouse gas emissions by as much as 20 million tons over their expected 20-year lifespan. While this figure may seem small compared to the staggering 6,000 million metric tons emitted annually in the United States, Professor Gregory A. Keolayan, co-director of the university's Center for Sustainable Systems, emphasized the importance of accelerating the shift towards electric vehicles. He noted, "We are already falling short of our emissions reduction goals. Although we have made some progress, the proposed actions could significantly reverse the advancements we have achieved in decarbonization." Many Republican lawmakers echo former President Donald Trump's criticism of the Biden administration's green energy initiatives, arguing that the Postal Service should focus solely on its core mission of mail delivery. Senator Joni Ernst from Iowa has publicly stated that it does not make sense for the Postal Service to invest heavily in an all-electric fleet. She has indicated her intention to introduce legislation aimed at rescinding the remaining $3 billion allocated from the Inflation Reduction Act, which was intended to help cover the $10 billion cost of new postal vehicles. Ernst has labeled the electric vehicle initiative as a boondoggle and a textbook example of waste, pointing to delays, excessive costs, and concerns regarding the vehicle's performance in cold weather. It's essential to evaluate programs and assess their effectiveness. However, the pace at which the company responsible for producing these vehicles is operating is far behind schedule, making it unlikely they will fulfill their contract. Ernst remarked during a recent event at the Iowa State Fair, referring to Oshkosh Defense, the Wisconsin-based company tasked with manufacturing the new vehicles. For now, I believe gas-powered vehicles that utilize some ethanol are a great option. While corn-based ethanol is beneficial for farmers in Iowa, the push to reverse the electric vehicle initiative has garnered additional support from other Republicans. Representative Michael Cloud from Texas, who co-sponsored the effort to roll back the electric vehicle order, has argued that the project should be scrapped due to its history of delays, defective trucks, and soaring costs. In response, the Postal Service has maintained that the production delays of the Next Generation Delivery Vehicles, NGDVs, were very modest and anticipated. Kim Frum, a spokesperson for the Postal Service, explained, "The ramp-up in production quantity was planned to be gradual in the initial months to allow for the resolution of any minor production or supplier issues that might arise." The Postal Service, which operates as an independent, self-funded federal agency primarily financed through postage and product sales, is currently engaged in a comprehensive $40 billion 10-year modernization and financial stabilization plan. This electric vehicle initiative has received full support from Democratic President Joe Biden, who is committed to transitioning to an all-electric federal fleet of vehicles. The Deliver for America. The plan aims to modernize the ground fleet, particularly the Grumman Long Life vehicle, which has been in service since 1987 and is notoriously fuel inefficient, averaging just 9 miles per gallon. These vehicles have far exceeded their expected 24-year lifespan and are frequently prone to breakdowns and even fires. Mark Diamondstein, president of the American Postal Workers Union, remarked, "Our mechanics are miracle workers. They fabricate parts when they are unavailable and do their best to keep these old vehicles running." In 2022, the Postal Service announced plans to deploy at least 66,000 electric vehicles by 2028, including commercially available models, following years of criticism for moving too slowly to reduce emissions. By 2024, the agency was recognized with a Presidential Sustainability Award for its efforts to electrify the largest fleet in the federal government. In 2021, Oshkosh Defense was awarded a contract to produce up to 165,000 next-generation vehicles, which will include both battery electric and internal combustion engine models over a decade. The first of these uniquely designed trucks, which feature hoods resembling a duck's bill, began operations in Georgia last year. These vehicles are designed to accommodate a greater volume of packages and come equipped with modern safety features such as airbags, blind spot monitoring, collision sensors, 360-degree cameras, and anti-lock brakes. Additionally, they offer a new comfort feature, air conditioning. Douglas Lape, a special assistant to the president of the National Association of Letter Carriers and a former postal carrier, has been involved in the design process of the new vehicles. He expressed amazement at how Oshkosh transformed an old warehouse in North Carolina into a fully operational factory. "I was in that building when it was just filled with shelving. Now it has become a fully functioning plant where everything is built in-house." They press the vehicle bodies and handle all assembly. It's truly impressive in my view. As it stands, the Postal Service, from the Postal Service spokesperson, stated that the planned purchases of NGDVs were made after careful consideration from a business standpoint and are being deployed to routes and facilities where they will yield cost savings. The agency has also received over 8,200 of the 9,250 Ford E-Transit electric vehicles it ordered. While Ernst has expressed that it is acceptable for the Postal Service to utilize the electric vehicles already acquired, she maintains that the initial decision to invest in an all-electric fleet was not a wise one. On the other hand, Maxwell Woody, the lead author of the University of Michigan study, argues the opposite. He points out that postal vehicles typically operate at low average speeds and make numerous stops, which allows for regenerative braking. With routes averaging under 30 miles and being predetermined, planning becomes much simpler. This makes it an ideal application for electric vehicles, while it is particularly inefficient for internal combustion engine vehicles, he concluded. As this debate unfolds, what are your thoughts? Do you believe the Postal Service should continue its commitment to electric vehicles? Or do you side with those advocating for a return to gas-powered options? Share your opinions in the comments below.